Hello, sir. Good morning. Myself, Rupal. I'm from Electrical Mirror magazine, and we are obviously here for Electrama. Let's start with the experience of Electrama. What kind of expectations you are having from this mega event?
Thank you very much for having this interview. Of course, everybody comes to shows with a lot of expectation, but I think this Electrama has been far bigger, far better, more visitors, especially that it is happening after 3 years. But overall, there is nothing more we can desire in terms of quality of visitors, both foreign. The only thing missing, I think, this time is the Chinese stalls and the Chinese visitors, but I think that is good. Our government is focusing on make in India, made in India. All the foreign people want China plus one, somebody is saying China minus. So all that is working in the favor of India, and India is really coming up in electrical field as much as in other fields. So going forward, I think next Ilakarama will be even better than this. There will be more companies coming about new products. Even this Ilakarama we have seen that every company is coming with newer and newer products. They don't just display what they displayed in the last Ilakarama, which is again a good sign of what is happening in the country. Thank you.
What is your primary motivation to participate in Electrama?
We are a technology-oriented company. We are R&D focused company, and every year we spend a good amount of resource in developing new products. Electrama is one place where you can show the technologies you have developed. You can meet many customers. You can meet Indian customers, foreign customers, and show them the developments which are happening. It's not easy to explain some of the high-end features to the customers, so we try to have various seminars and discussions with people to be able to make them familiar with the way technology is moving. Technology is really moving at a fast pace. What you developed 5 years ago sometimes becomes outdated in 5 years. And unless you explain to the customers, it is like the mobile phone. You buy a mobile phone costing very high price, but you don't use even half or one third of the features. Same thing is for the instruments. Unless people are made familiar with the newer products. For example, in the solar inverter now we have Bluetooth capability. We have direct reading, not only kilowatt hours, but directly HP can be read. So all these things, many people come and see. Sometimes they are surprised. Sometimes they are surprised that their people did not inform them. So we inform all these things to the people, and they go back satisfied. And I'm sure many of them start using features which were hitherto not used by them.
Is there any product that you unveil over here?
No, we did not unveil any product, but sometimes we do that in Electrama. But this time, absolutely new product is our solar inverter. We were making from 20 kilo onwards to about 100 kilowatts. Now we have come up with solar inverters with a 3 kilowatt to about 25 kilowatt. Very efficient, very lightweight, higher efficiency, and could be used. The higher wattage is used for utility grade power generation, but the smaller ones are used for rooftop. People can use it on the rooftop, small offices, small homes. So this is the everything you can see on the screen. The data is also available on the cloud. What it generated today morning, what time it started, what time it stopped in the afternoon generating power. But data can also be seen on the cloud. So this is a new feature we have introduced, which makes life easy, and people can optimize the energy that they are using.
What is the difference between you see doing business in India and international?
First, of course, the cultural differences are very high. When you see what people expect, how much time they give, how they go by appointment. To give you a simple example, whenever I go to Germany and we ask for appointment, India people will say yes or no, but in Germany they will say, okay, when will you end the meeting? And generally they expect you to, within 5-10 minutes of the appointed time, you should end the meeting. So culturally, there are a lot of differences. People in Europe, especially, are very particular of what you say, and they will cross-check what you say, either with the product or with the samples. India, people tend to be a little more casual, both in the timing of the meeting and the way they speak or the way they expect you to respond to their questions. Third is, of course, Europe, especially Western Europe, is really advanced. People value time very high. So simple products we have introduced, for example, the CTs which have a RJ12 connector. It reduces the time to connect the CT to a panel. And these are features which are very well appreciated in India. Time doesn't have the value which Europe has. So from that point of view, the pitch has to be different. You know, here when you pitch for time, people won't for cost. In India, people only go for cost. So to that extent, you have to learn how to pitch in various different this thing. America is again completely different. There, the reliability is far more important than price. People don't even ask the price. You know, they assume that you will charge them the right price, but they will say, what is the reliability? What if this happens? How will I service it? What is the insurance? What if my customer files a suit against me? India, this is never an issue that somebody will file a suit for defective product. In America, it is quite common. Before you sell the first product in America, you have to make sure that you have insured your company against any third party losses. So because you're not only responsible for the losses, but you're also responsible for consequential losses, you know. So the customer of your customer, if he gets some loss because of some product not functioning or malfunctioning or giving a wrong reading, you are still responsible for. So all these considerations have to be given when you go from country to country.
What are the major changes do you see in power and electrical industry?
See, industry has gone to 4.0. Industry now is talking about 5.0, IoT enabled. People don't have the patience, and probably they don't even have the manpower to do many of the things which were hitherto done manually. So people believe in automatic recording, automatic reading, automatic analyzing, automatic data, taking data on the cloud, programs which are able to then analyze the data which you have taken on the cloud, give back very clear instructions what is to be done. You know, for example, a solar generator, and you are generating power, it will take the data, it will have data of the previous days, it will compare, and it will give you clear signal that why is the generation low, and 9 out of 10 times that analysis will be correct. So intelligent monitoring has really become the name of the game, and I think this will only grow with time.
Sir, apart from IoT, is there any other technology that you are working on, like AI or machine learning?
Yeah, more than that, I would say we are very focused on the power quality and green energy, and I'll elaborate a little on that. Green energy is, you know, all of us living in this world, we know that energy is a big pollutant. And unless we come with renewable energy and green energy which doesn't pollute it, not only it doesn't pollute it where it is consumed, but doesn't pollute it where it is produced. So that is one big shift which is taking place. In our own way, we have set up a Rishabh Center for Clean Energy at IIT Jodhpur, where a lot of research is being done to find better ways and higher efficiency of energy generation in terms of not only solar, wind, hydrogen, um, and there are other means, you know, and also a lot of people are working on storage. So we will have doctoral and postdoctoral students working on how to store energy and how to retrieve energy when you need it. Today, solar is a very good alternate to fossil fuels, but solar energy cannot be stored. You know, it can only be consumed where it is generated. So if we are able to come out with some technologies where it can be stored, I'm sure it will go a long way in making the world a greener place. So this is one area which is coming. Artificial intelligence is being used by everybody in their own little way. I just talked to you about analyzing data. Now this is a sort of artificial intelligence where people not only collect data but they process data and they find out what is abnormal and then they give clear messages to the people. Of course, artificial intelligence, chat GPT, these are new technologies which are going to revolutionize the world in our own electrical system. The other very important thing is power quality. Up to now, people were having power shortages or so many things. Now people are talking about the quality of power. You know, when you say 50 hertz, is it exactly 50 hertz? It is low, it is higher. Is it pure active energy or whether it's a reactive component? How you do it? Are there harmonics? How do you have active harmonic filters? So we are working on all these things to be able to make sure that we are able to measure and we are able to give signals to the people to clean the energy and to make it as clean as is possible by filtering the harmonics or the unwanted signals which come with the power.
As we know, Rishabh Instruments is going to be public. So could you shed some light on it?
Yeah, see, company, this is a pure Indian company, has grown very well. We are multinational today. We have got factories all over the world. Our Polish subsidiary is bigger than our Indian subsidiary. So we thought this was the right time. We also had a PE investor called GF. They also have completed about 8 years. They wanted to exist. We want to invest. Obviously, we are very bullish. Everybody is bullish on India. Future lies in India. You know, China nobody wants to touch. So we have a huge investment plan, and all that money will come from the public issue. But along with that, as I said, the present PE investor will also take an exit.
Wrapping up this conversation, would you like to send some message to your customers?
Yes, gentlemen, India is growing very well, but we must compete with the best in the world. We still don't have the reputation which German and Japanese products have. So, as a team, as an electrical industry, let us all work together, both in terms of making good products, but proving that they are good products. You know, we have set up a lab where we can do all kinds of testing, and I think each manufacturer should make sure that he makes not only good products, but he proves that the products are good in terms of not only features, not only reliability, not only where they are used and application specific this thing, so that hopefully 2 3 electramas down the line people will view India as they view Germany and Japan today.